This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion.
Oh, he got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And the Bruins are on the move. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Got his man on the outside. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Matthews. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. They're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
leaves it with the back. Here's an open space downfield. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. They'll give it to him again. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play. Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Williams looking for a man. Bringing the heat. Finds his man. It's Coleman. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
4th and short. I already called my 3rd down play, knowing I was going for it on 4th down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on 4th down.
They would have needed a boomer from here, a 55-yard field goal attempt. So instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. Across the 25.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the lone back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
The offense goes to Seagull, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. With the catch, it's Matthews. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. It's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking for a crease. It's Thomas. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. The tap. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On target to the left. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Williams will pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They're dealing with a second and long. Give to the running back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. quick handoff. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He wants to change this route. Williams looking for a man. They're working that left side. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. Touchdown, Husky! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Turning it on. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover. Pick up the 1st.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short. Defensively taking all the throws and options away from the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
The Bruins send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Gives them a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Williams will pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
With the catch, it's Green. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. It's Green. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that one.
And the Huskies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Calls his own number. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for for a Washington first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, he'll throw it. Might be looking to run. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Williams will pass. Now adjusting. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Once for the tackle. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Might be changing the route. Williams looking for a man. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working early.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. At the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And that's one of the ways that you can get the corner there is running the option and pitching the ball to the back.
Yeah, this defense, boy, they got to be careful in this game because it's not just going to be a heavy dose of running in between the tackles right up the middle, but they better be ready to go sideline to sideline and try and defend these option plays.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks the tackle. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Bruins! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Formation for these receivers. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first down. There he goes. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On the run, it's Coleman. Makes him talk to the hand. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Trying to move them on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And when you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to go for it.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the move. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback making adjustments. Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Washington.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Motion from the wideout. Goes to the option. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, and what a return. Almost took it to the house. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Big guy smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. They'll try to run it in. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to it. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Gonna run it. It's Coleman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The play action fake. Got his man on the right. Powers through the defender. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here we go. The lone back's got it. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Right on the money. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Line gets set, first down. They'll move the tight end. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.